So what actually the scene of the TestNG? Why we need TestNG? In today's session, we are going to discuss TestNG. And unlike JUnit, TestNG is not having only 4 and 5 annotations and that's all. In the case of TestNG, we have the so many topics that we are going to learn. Each and every topic we will learn. Out of all this topic of the TestNG, some will be also the combination with the Selenium WebDriver also, because sometimes it is combined with the Selenium WebDriver for its work. Okay, so we will see the basics now, and then we will start the Selenium WebDriver also, and so we can work with the parallel concept of the TestNG and Selenium, because both are going to be used at the same time. So we will see the basics of each one, then we will switch to uh, continue both the topics together. Wherever it is required, we will use the TestNG, or wherever it is not required, we will simply work with the concept of the Selenium WebDriver itself. Now a question is, what is TestNG? Why we need TestNG? So as we know, TestNG and JUnit, both of them are approx same. Okay, but we have the differences. That is the reason why we have the another tool or the framework that is known as TestNG. So what are the different changes we have to learn? What are the different annotations we have to learn into the TestNG? We will focus on that one. Then we will have the practicals on that one also. So the TestNG is nothing but it is one of the testing framework. As we know that JUnit is also one of the testing frameworks. Similar to that one, we have the TestNG. And we have seen in the case of JUnit, we cannot be able to prepare some reports. We are getting normal in the reports into the form of the statement. By making use of that TestNG, we can be able to make a good quality of the reports of the test cases we have executed. We can sometimes consider that TestNG is the advanced version of the JUnit. Okay. So how we can write the TestNG and what are the different things that is present into the TestNG? So in the case of JUnit, we have focused on the annotations like at the rate test, at the rate after, before, after class, before class, and ignore. Some of the annotations which were present into the JUnit that are also present into the TestNG, and some different annotations as compared to the JUnit are present over here. So in the case of JUnit, we can directly get our plugins or the jar files from the Eclipse also. There is no need to download anything. But in case of the TestNG, you need to download the jar file of the TestNG, and then only you can be able to make use of that one. And that TestNG can be downloaded from the official website that is known as testng.org that I will show. And then we will focus how we can install that TestNG and what are the different features of that TestNG. We can be able to make use of that one. So here we have the some of the theoretical descriptions regarding the TestNG, and here at the screen you will be able to find it out the annotations, different annotations that are present into the TestNG. You can see from these test annotations, I think which one is common to you? Before class, after class, that is present into the JUnit also. Now in the JUnit we were having the at the rate before and at the rate after. That same is present into the TestNG with the name before method and after method. We have some more, that is the before test, before after test, before suite, after suite, and before group, like that. So we will start with the basic one at the rate test annotations. We will have some after method, before method also. Then we will work on the Selenium, and at the times when we are integrating this TestNG into the Selenium, we will focus on how we can make use of all the annotations that is present at your screen. So before going to start with the things like what are the different usage of this one, so as the name suggests, before suite means it is simply telling that the annotation method will be run before all test cases in the suite we run. Like after suite means whatever the annotations or the test cases which we have written into our suite class. So once we will run that one, then only we can be able to run this after suite method. So as the name suggests, whatever the name it is telling, the same thing it's working is also there. So that you can read it, okay. And once we are working on these annotations, we will be clearly able to see how you can use this one. But before going to work with the test ng, what we have to do, we have to make the comparison between the test ng and JUnit. So at your screen, you will be able to find it out the comparison between the test ng and JUnit. On the top, you can be able to see this one. These are the different parameters or the conditions based on that we are going to make comparison between the test ng and JUnit. So in the case of test ng and in the case of JUnit, in both the cases, the support of annotations, we are doing with the annotations only. Okay. Then exception test, then ignore test. Whether we can ignore the test into the JUnit or test ng or not. So that is also going to be happen in both the case. We have one annotation at the rate timed out. If you use this timed out, what will happen after a particular interval of the time which you have provided, after that your test, whether it is completed or not, it will simply timed out. Okay. Then suite test, in both the cases we can be able to create the test suites. Then group test is the features which is present into the test ng only, it is not present into the JUnit. Here the parameterized or the value one, if we are passing that value, whether that is present into the in both the cases, whether it is the test ng or JUnit, in both the cases that is present. But for the parameterizing objects, these will be present only into the test ng, it is not present into the JUnit. So these are the some of the basic comparison between the test ng and JUnit. But what we have to learn, we have to see that how we can learn the test ng and what are the different annotations which is present over here. So regarding the installation of the JUnit, how you can be able to install this, how you can install the test ng into your system. So the official website for the test ng is testng.org. Let me open that one. You can see testng.org. If you click on this one, you will be able to open the official website of the testng. You can see it is opening now, testng welcome. And this is the official website of the testng. From this one, you can download the software or the jar files for the testng. And here we have a lot of the other things also, like the AND, JUnit. So that is the upcoming topics. No need to worry about that one. What we have to do, we have to scroll down and we need to check where are the softwares and how we can install that testng into our system. What are the different things that we need to follow? So what we have to do, we have to go to this download page of the testng and scroll down. Here you can see Eclipse plugins. And for working with the testng, at least your Java version should be 1.7, so that you are already having, no need to worry. Then Eclipse, the latest one that you have already downloaded. Now how you can install this testng into your Eclipse? So there are two ways. First way, we will see first. It is telling that install from update side, means how you can install it into the Eclipse. Simply click on the Eclipse And what it is telling, the next step, select help, and in the help you need to select install new software. Let me see where is the example help, where is the tab help. So in the Eclipse you can see file, at the last you will be able to find the help. Click on the help. Here you will get the option install new software. Click on this one. Sorry. If you click on the install new software, it will ask you this option, that is the URL or the location where the test ng is present. So simply go to that website, and here you can see update site for release, this one or this one. We have the two versions. You can try any of this by copy and paste into this one. Copy and paste over here. Once you paste over here, you can see now test ng is appearing over here. So simply select all, click on the select all. Here in the test ng also we have the two jar files, so no need to worry. You can simply click on the test, select all, click on the next, next. After that it will ask you to finish and restart the Eclipse. So in my case it is already installed. You need to follow the URL that is present into the test ng download. You can scroll to this option, and here we have the two URL. You can check any one. This one you have seen. If you want to go for the second one also, if in your case first one is not working, go with the second one and paste that one over here. Now you can see from here also you will be able to see the test ng. Click on the select all and go for the next, finish and restart your Eclipse. Once that is installed into your system, that Eclipse plugin, that is the test ng is installed into your system, how you can be able to work with that test ng. So here normally how we create the Java project, click on the new, select the Java project and give any name. In my case I have given the name as the test ng demo. Okay, test ng demo is the name of the project I have given. And one more thing, you need to add one jar file for this test ng also. So that jar files you can be able to see into the Selenium folder, into the Google Drive, where I have shared. There is a folder that is the PDF and jar. From that jar file PDF folder you can be able to download that test ng jar files. Why I am telling to download that jar files? Because if you download the new versions from the Google or the website, there may be a chances that that jar file is not going correctly with you. So whatever the jar files I shared, I prefer that you should also prefer that one, because that is already tested in my system and that is working very correctly. Let me show which jar files I have shared with you. So you can see I have shared this jar file test ng 6.8, and I have shared only these jar file test ng jar files, not the folders, because these are the things that you don't require. You require only this jar file. Okay, and this jar file is present into the Google Drive. You can download it and make use of this one. Now I will tell how you can install the test ng jar files into the Eclipse. So if you have created the project that is known as test ng demo, now what you have to do, you have to make use of the jar files. Simply right click on the project, add the red test, add the rest, go to this option build path. From this option you need to click on the configure build path, and here you will get go to this library tab, click on the add external jar, and from these locations you need to select the jar files. So this will be presented into your download folders, where you can be get it, and you can simply click open. Once you click open, it will be present over here. Now simply click OK. What you have to do now, you have to simply create some classes where you will execute all your work. So you need to create some test cases. How you can create the test cases? So the test cases which you have considered for the JUnit same test cases is present, and here in the case of JUnit also you have made use of the annotation @test. Same thing, name will be same into the test ng. Also I have taken here approx 6 to 7 test cases like public wake up, get ready, get dressed, and everyone is having @test. It means that all are the test cases. Now you can see what will happen if you don't provide the test ng jar. See here, if you add, let me remove this extra unwanted thing. I will discuss about that one later. If you add the test ng jar files, it will appear over here. You can see it is the test ng jar files. Now, what happen if I will remove this one? Is there any possibility? Let me check for removing that one. Go to the build path, go to configure, how you have added. This is the jar file. I will remove this one now. Click OK. Now, refresh the project and you can be able to see that here wherever you have written @test, it is going to give you the errors. What you will do now? So simply click on this one. You will get the solution for that one. It will suggest you some options like add JUnit 4. Either you have to use the JUnit 4 library or you have to add the test ng. Choice is yours. Which one you are working? So now we are working on the test ng. We have already worked on the JUnit 4. So we need @test ng. Okay, just check it out by clicking over there only whether it is adding or not. Yes, you can see that is also adding the test ng jar files, and it is from the Eclipse only. If you don't want to download from the external source, you simply add it from the Eclipse itself, as you have seen now. Now there is no error. So what you have to do? You have to run this class which is having the so many different test cases. How you will run? Right click on this project class name, go to the run. Now you can see earlier if you are going to run the JUnit, you will get the option that the JUnit test, but here you are getting the add test ng test because we have the added the jar file for the test ng. So click on this test ng. You will be able to see some outputs like if it is the Java code, if it is running as the Java code, simply it will give you the Java output. See here, it is the output test ng, and these are the different outputs which is coming from the test cases. Okay, you can see everyone is passed out of 6. There is no failure, no escape. Here you will get a lot of the extra information. Don't focus on anything that one because that is the unnecessary output. So this is one of the way for getting the output from the test ng file which you have run. But you are not getting the test ng output. What you are getting? You are getting the console output, and this is for the Java codes. You want the test ng. So if you are running first time somewhere either over here or at the corner, you will be able to see this symbol for the test ng. Click on this one. Now you can, if you click on the test ng, it is same exactly as the JUnit. Okay, you can see earlier the JUnit was also giving like this one output only, and here from the test ng also you are getting the same output. Okay, so now a question may be in your mind, what is the difference between the JUnit and test ng? I will let you know what is the difference. So you have seen just now one basic example of the test ng. What you have to do? Simply this is the project. Right click on this one or click on this refresh button. Okay. If you click on this refresh button, automatically one folder is going to be generated that is known as test output, and this will be due to the test ng only, not for the JUnit. So forget regarding the JUnit, concentrate over here only. this folder is going to be generated test output. Now here you can see there are lot of the outputs. Which outputs we should require now? So out of this one, first we will see this index.html. So right click on this index.html. Either you can run this one by two way. Click on the properties and select the location. This is the location where index.html is present. Copy this location and open into your browser. Which browser you are using, no matter, simply any browser you click. You can be able to see the outputs into some different way or some different manners. You can see, let it be open. It is saying that test ng reports, and we already discussed that as compared to the JUnit, test ng is going to give you more attractive report, and you can see it has given you the report into this form. You can see this is the, and here you can see 6 method, 6 pass. We have run the 6 test cases also. You have just now you have checked from the console. Here you can see if you click on this show, it will give you the name of the test cases, and it will appear over here along with the description of the packages. Is it clear now, or you have any doubt?
No, it's clear.
Okay, so these are the different test cases you can see over here. If you click on this chronological view, you will get the same test cases name along with the number of the seconds, millisecond it has taken to execute your test case. Okay, so this is one of the output which we are getting from the testng, not from the JUnit. See whether this output is more clear as compared to the JUnit or not. So this is second way to get the output. Same thing, whatever I have opened this index into the separate browser, you can open into the Eclipse also. Simply right click, go to this open with and select this option web browser. It will open into the Eclipse only. Same, there is no changes. Just wait for a few seconds. It is loading. You can see at the bottom, it is loading. Whatever the output it is present there, it is loading. Let it be finished. See, the same thing, whatever we have seen into the Google browser, same thing you will be able to get this one. This is the another form of the output. Now I want my output into some different format also. So for that purpose, we have one more option. You can see emailable report HTML. Click on this one, right click, open with web browser. See, this is one of the new form of the output. And whether this output was present into the JUnit? No. Answer is no. These outputs are by the help of the testng. You can see testng report. It is telling that 6 pass, 6 skip, 0 fail, 0. Total time it has taken 582 millisecond. And here you can see the name of the classes also. If you click on this one, it will give you the name of the class and the test cases details. So this is the reason why people prefer testng over JUnit, because in JUnit we are not getting the output exactly as we want, but in case of the testng we got the output into some look and feel attractive outputs reports. You can see this is one of the form, this is one of the form, and just now we have seen one more form from this one testng. This is similar to the JUnit only. So here in testng we have the different types of the reports, but in the JUnit these were the only form. Now question over here, how we can check this one whether it is correct or not. So that we will discuss into the upcoming TestNG section. Okay, so just till now you can see that from a single TestNG test scripts we have got multiple form of the reports, which is more powerful as compared to the JUnit, right? Oh, sorry, where that is, yes. And these are the steps where you can be able to see how you can install the TestNG. So there are many different way to install the TestNG. Don't focus on so much on that one. What you have to do, whatever I have shown into the video, you just focus on that one only. Okay, by this help, go to the install, and there you need to provide the URL that you will be able to get it from the website, that is the testng.org download section. And here this is the basic demo for the TestNG. From next class onward, what you will see, you will be able to see the some of the basic of the Selenium WebDriver also, and then we will work parallelly with both. We will see the combination of TestNG and WebDriver together into our examples. And make sure from this class, from the last class, that test JUnit, now we have that TestNG, and from the upcoming classes, every classes there will be only examples. There will be a very less theoretical portions, because whatever we are working on that Selenium WebDriver, it will having a lot of the practical sessions also. Okay, if you are clear with all that practical sessions, no need to work on the theoreticals so much. Okay, and if you are going anywhere for any interview kind of the things, they will ask you that questions only. Okay, they are not going to ask out of 100%, there will be more than 80% will be questions from the topic which we are going to cover up. So don't worry if you miss any topic. Suppose in some classes you are not present, or anyone Jyoti is not present, so for that purpose what you have to do, you can go to that folder, that link I have shared into the Google Drive, the Selenium folder. There you will get the video of each and every class separately with the name of the topic itself. Okay, and along with that you will be able to, what are the required jar files or the software for that one, that you will also get it from that folder only. And you will get the PPT or the one PDF kind of the document for each topic, where you can be able to get the code like this. I have one example for you. See, like this one, if the topic is how we can perform the cross-browser testing using Selenium WebDriver. So we will do it practically into the class, but here you can see we have the theoretical also along with the steps how we can perform. So this is the step number 1, and this is the code. Just go ahead with all the codes. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. We will do it into the first into the class, then you have to do it into the home, and make sure whatever the topics it is into, like this one, the PDF notes or the Word document notes that is present into your drive, always try to complete that one. It is not necessary that you can complete that today itself. You can complete any time, but make sure you should complete all the things, because these are the important topics that the people will ask you regarding the Selenium. They are not going to ask what is the Selenium history, who has invented that one. So you can simply think that these are the questions from the interview. They will ask you how you can perform the cross-browser testing using the Selenium WebDriver. So at that time, you should be clear regarding this theory along with this code. They will always ask you to write the code. They will not ask you manually. So all the details will be present at your link with the Selenium name. And today I'm stopping over here. Okay, you just try to focus everything